what else did the boys in blue have to say to you then?
Just what I said.
Well, he's not going to admit it, is he? I mean, it's one thing confessing to you with no witnesses, but if they go hammering his story, he's just going to deny everything, isn't he?
Which is why we've got to find the stupid little suicide note he sent to you. Are you sure you didn't put it somewhere?
No, you took it off me. I mean, you're the one who kept it.
They were dead keen when I told them about that telephone message you left as well.
Oh, well, I mean, that would have spoken volumes, wouldn't it?
Yeah, except it went up in smoke, didn't it?
Yes, but I mean, other people heard it, didn't they? I mean, Sally?
Yeah, but it's not like giving them the real thing, is it? It's not like giving them the actual evidence, is it?
Hey, I mean, fancy him admitting it to you.
Yeah, well, par for the course, isn't it? Sad little Wally like him. He has to tell someone what he's been up to. He has to have someone to show off to.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, except only a mental case like him would tell the person whose factory he torched. I mean, that's the difference. No, not here.
Well, when did you last see it? Hey, when did you last read it?
Well, it was here, wasn't it? In this room. You know, I could have sworn I put it in one of these files. Oh, no.
What?
I did move it. I put it in that filing cabinet in the factory. I thought it would be safe there. Oh, no.
I never make a fuss normally. I just fancied a bit of a do.
Oh, what's stopping you?
It's not a particular birthday.
Well, if you fancy a little do, you have one.
I just thought a few nibbles, a few drinks and a few friends.
Morning. Well, there you are. I'll come. Emily'll come. Where will I come?
It's my birthday next Monday.
Oh, yes. Just the baking cases. Thanks.
And I just thought perhaps a handful of friends and a few bottles of wine.
I've got choir practice Mondays. That's 70p, love, please.
Well, you could pop along after because you usually finish in good time, don't you?
No, I don't think so. I'm generally tired afterwards. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Murder, mayhem, sex, arson.
All right. Well, I've got my young Stephen coming out this afternoon for the weekend, so I have.
Oh, very good, yeah. Give him my best, thank you.
I certainly will. Cheerio. Hey, Emily.
You haven't been to see him yet?
It's in hand, Mr. Baldwin.
But it was reported 2 days ago. I don't believe this. You want to get over there?
It's being dealt with.
He should be in custody where he belongs. He's a lunatic.
To be honest, I was waiting for that letter you promised me.
Why? What will it prove? I knew that he had a massive grudge against me.
I'd like to have seen it first.
Well, you can't, can you? That's what I came to tell you. He got burnt with the rest of the stuff because of that zombie.
Bit inconvenient, that, isn't it?
Now, listen. If you don't believe that letter existed, I got witnesses. It was sent to my wife.
Yeah, I can verify what it said.
And the girl that works for her, she saw it as well. You read it to her, didn't you? Yeah. And that telephone message, I've got loads of witnesses about that.
That's fine, as far as it goes.
But he admitted it! What more do you need?
Pushing the belt out, aren't we? You sure he's worth it?
Well, let's hope you never have any reason to find out just how disgusting prison food can be, Andrew.
Yeah, well, with this family's track record, mate, it's not impossible yet, is it?
Make sure it goes out. It's a bit of fun. A few drinks, you know.
Dad, he's got 48 hours to suit himself. Don't you think he might have a few plans of his own?
Are you planning on getting out of that dressing gown over the next few days, Andrew, or what? Like I say, I just want to make sure he lets his hair down and has a bit of crack, all right?
They're a little bit more expensive.
Great. So who's going to tell him about Fiona's engagement party tonight, me or you? Because he won't want to miss that, will he? Not if he's having a crack.
Well, I don't think that would be a very wise idea, do you?
If you go into the Rovers, somebody's bound to say something.
That's precisely why I'm talking about taking him into town.
They have to obviously be cleaned
He'll find out anyway.
Yes. You know how cut up he's going to be about that, don't you?
Daddy knows she's seen somebody else.
Well, there's a world of difference between knowing that and finding out someone's out of bounds for the rest of their lives, you know what I mean? You know, he still thinks about her, I'm telling you, I know that for a fact.
Yeah, well, maybe, Dad. But if he asks me what I'm doing tonight, I'm not lying to him. But enough lies round here, it'll last a lifetime.
Well, so far, our renovations have
Fair
gone
enough.
according to plan.
In the meantime, turn that off, take yourself upstairs and get dressed.
Mr. Brennan. Mr. Don Brennan?
Yeah.
Detective Sergeant Neil, CID. Can I talk to you?
What's it about?
Can I come in?
Well, what's it to do with that?
We just want to ask a few questions about the fire at the factory on the Sharp Lane Industrial Estate.
I know not about
Can I
that.
come in?
I see. Gelato, what a coincidence. Do you like seafood?
No.
No, neither do I.
Brings me out on a rash.
Oh.
All up here.
Oh.
Is it down there?
Yeah.
All down there.
Oh.
Then I vomit.
Oh dear. How about Italian? Everybody loves Italian food.
All right. It's all right for the Italians.
Do you know, it always makes me feel very amorous. Don't know why.
She's a liar. She's not a Pisces, she's a Cancer.
I'll just pop into the doctor. That stuff they foisted on her has been a proper waste of time and money.
Well, all right, but when you get back, straight to bed, eh? I'll bring you up something hot on a tray.
Oh, that'll be very kindly appreciated. And if you could tell your mother that she is being paid to help you, not to chat up her boyfriends.
Take no notice of him. He's not all there. I don't know why my daughter employs him. Anyway,
So on the evening of the 26th, you stayed in all evening?
Yeah, that's right. I was feeling a bit under the weather. I thought I had a bit of this flu that's been going round.
And can anyone verify that you were in all evening?
Well, what for?
Can you answer the question?
Well, there's Ashley, my lodger. Only I've got a feeling he was out that night. Anyway, he can verify that I was not feeling 100%. Where's all this heading?
Well, you see, Mr. Brennan, Mr. Baldwin claims that on Tuesday you told him that you started the fire at his factory.
Me?
Did you?
I was at the races all day Tuesday.
To what time?
5:30.
That's about the time that Mr. Baldwin said he spoke to you.
Look, Baldwin and me don't get on, I suppose you've gathered.
Yes, we picked that up.
Mind you, I'm not the only one. Knock on any door around here and you'll find folk with no pleasant to say about Baldwin.
Maybe, but it's you he claimed he had the conversation with.
Yeah, well, it's the kind of thing he would say. It doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you. Because everybody round here thinks that he did it himself.
Did you write to Mrs. Baldwin just before Christmas?
Right, I done, yeah.
Well, did you?
Yeah, I did. And I left a message on his answering machine. I suppose he told you.
Yes, he has.
God, it stinks that place, you know. Like disinfectant and aftershave and wee and that. Just can't get rid of the smell.
There you are, Steve. Hello there.
Cheers, Dad.
Oh, listen, a steak for tea. You like your steak, don't you?
Oh, aye.
Good man.
Listen, has he told you his plans? I'm gonna take you into town, show you a good time, you know, in case you forgot now. Are you kidding? What are you doing? I could come with you. Nothing. Well, I've been invited to a party. Well, that Poxy students and stuff. I prefer going to town with them. Fine. Well, we're all sorted then, aren't we? Listen, have you seen much of Fee? No, more than usual. And this copper friend of hers, I mean, what's he like then? Ah, a bit flash. Good looking then? Well, not my sort, no. So do you reckon it'll last then, or...? I don't know, Steve. I don't know.
Like I say, me and Bowen didn't get on. But I mean, that's no reason why I should go setting fire to his factory, is it? He'd got his comeuppance as far as I'm concerned when he lost his contract with Canadians. And you can bet your boots that he set fire to his own factory for insurance. In fact, if anybody's got a grudge against anybody, it's him against me, not the other way around.
Why is that?
Well, because it was because of me that he lost his contract with Quebec.
Because of you?
Hasn't he told you about this?
Why don't you tell me about it?
Yeah, well, I had a bad do, Christmas. That's when I wrote that letter and put a message on his answering machine, and I tried to... I tried to do away with myself.
Why?
Lots of reasons, but one of them was that I lost a lot of money.
How much?
A couple of thousand.
How much is a couple? 3, 4?
20,000. Anyway, Stephen Reed, he works for Quebec. He got wind of this, and look, I don't know if this is true, but that's what I was told at the time. He was bothered that the name of Quebec was being associated with, you know, unpleasantness. So he closed Baldwin down. So there you are. That gave Baldwin a reason for having a grudge against me.
You say you tried to take your own life. Now, according to Mrs. Baldwin, in the letter that you sent her, you blame Mr. Baldwin entirely for your attempted suicide.
That's right. I did blame him. But Like I say, he's got his comeuppance now. I mean, and now he's told you all this rubbish that I've confessed to just to get back at me. I mean, it's obvious what he's doing, isn't it? He's trying to kill two birds with one stone. Fire his own factory for insurance and get me into bother at the same time, the swine.
OK, so you claim that on the evening of the 26th you stayed in all evening.
Well, I did.
Right, let's go through your movements.
Well, I stayed in. There weren't any movements. I was here.
What did you do? Did you watch television?
Yeah.
All evening?
Yeah.
And what exactly were you watching on television at about 10:45 p.m?
You're a liar. You're a liar. I know you're lying. I can tell you're lying. You start talking too fast and saying the same things over and over. OK, right, I'll see you when I see you then. But don't think I don't care, 'cause I do. Bye, liar.
Who's that?
My brother. He's not coming because he's stuck in a hotel in Derby because his car's broken down and his head's dropped off and he's been abducted by aliens.
Oh, never mind.
It's 'cause I'm marrying a white copper. He isn't stuck at all. Why can't I just see him as the person I am choosing to spend the rest of my life with?
Till you get divorced.
Why can't I just come, Pillock? Pour me a glass of wine. Hello? Hey. I love you as well. What do you mean late?
Oh. I thought I'd earned my spurs by now. I thought the days of being told to be in Birmingham at 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning were behind me.
There.
Thank you.
Derek, I wondered about having a bit of a do for my birthday next week.
Yeah, we can if you want. I mean, the thing is, the Birmingham contract has always been considered to be a junior salesman's job.
Perhaps they just didn't have a junior salesman to send this time round. I'm sure there's nothing more sinister to it than that. No, what I wondered was, would you organise it, like invite a few people and buy in some wine, get a few nibbles, etc.?
If that is the case, why didn't Norris send this new lad, this Calderdale?
Well, I've no idea. I wouldn't dwell on it if I were you. What I was saying was, if you organised it, well then, we could pretend it was like a little surprise do for me, couldn't we?
Yeah, well, we'll have to see.
See what?
If I've got the time.
Time to organise your wife's birthday?
I mean, the trouble is, I'm not 25. I thought Norris was less gullible. I thought with all his faults, he wasn't taken in by this notion that anyone over 30 has passed his sell-by date, because that's what this smacks of.
Why don't you just relax and switch off,
How
Dad?
can I relax and switch off when I have to be up at 5:30 in the morning, hurtling down the M6?
I'll put the tea on.
It's hardly worth going to bed at all if I have to get up at that time. And don't tell me you have to be up at 6:30 every other day to do the papers, because you only have to toddle down to the end of the street.
Prickly. So we're having a quick one in the Rovers, then?
Look, why in the name of God do you want to go to a wee place like that? We can go to a club in town, eh?
Yeah, and I've got to get myself off in a minute, mate, so, you know.
Exactly. Look, we'll go into
Oh,
town.
all right.
How you doing? Hey, listen, you remember my son Stephen? Eh? Judy, Gary?
Oh, yeah, just about. You're right.
All right, thanks.
Let you out then.
Gary.
Actually, it's a 48-hour pass, so it is. So he's just out for the weekend, so we've no time to waste.
So you're not going to Fiona's party?
No.
What party?
Fiona's engagement party. You're not going.
No, we're not, Gary. We're actually going into town to a club, so we are.
Oh, yeah. It's a much better idea. Well, we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Yes, cheerio.
Bye.
Fiona's engagement party?
Yes, we were going to tell you, Stephen, I promise you.
When?
Well, we didn't want to spoil your weekend. You got to make the best of the time you've got.
So is she marrying then, this copper?
Yes.
So is that where you're going?
Look, I wanted to tell you, mate. I told him you'd find out anyway.
Yes, all right. Look, don't get involved, Stephen. Like I say, make the best of your time, all right?
Well, I can go and congratulate her, can't I? You come in?
No, I'm not. And I actually don't think you should get involved either, Stephen. Do you hear me?
Well, I don't mind if I do then. Shall we go? Hey!
It was a deliberate snub, a deliberate insult. Of course, I didn't say anything in front of Rita. I didn't want Rita thinking I was the one that was small-minded, because I'm not.
You know, perhaps I'll go to Birmingham tonight.
Derek, it's gone 8:30.
Well, the roads will be quiet.
Oh, well, they'll be a lot quieter at 5:30 in the morning. No, why can't Emily just let bygones be bygones? I mean, how long is it since that business with the Weatherfield Historical Society? And there was I offering the olive branch.
Well, she'll come round in her own good time, I've told you.
Oh, whatever happened to turn the other cheek?
I will. I'll go tonight.
Oh, why?
Because I refuse to be ground down, that's why. I shall regard it as a challenge, a job to be done properly, thoroughly, like it's never been done before. I shall remind them exactly why I'm a senior salesman and not one of the people who should be sent on the Birmingham run. Come on.
Why don't they phone me? It shouldn't be me having to hassle them for information. They should let me know what's happening.
Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Well, you'd have thought they'd have seen the demented little creep by now, wouldn't you? In fact, they should have arrested him by now.
Another pint there, please.
Right. Donald?
Having a drink, Jim?
I'll have an orange juice. Where are you going?
Oh, come on. You want something stronger than that?
Oh, no, better not. I'm not in the mood to stop if I started, so go on.
Yeah, watch this. Hello, Baldwin.
You just don't rise to it, Mike, please, for my sake.
Have the police seen you yet?
Police? Oh, yeah. Been and gone. This aft. They only stopped for 10 minutes. Well, I mean, I couldn't help them, could I, much as I would have liked to have done. I don't know how they got it in their heads that it was out to do with me.
Just don't say anything.
Come on.
Oh, where are we going?
We're not stopping here. Come on.
Here we go. Oh, well, have you seen your surprise guest then? What, Alan finally showed up?
So, where's Sal?
Still at Ramsey in Scarborough.
All right.
Oh, this is Chris. Hi.
Yeah, no. So how do you justify your existence, Chris?
He works for me.
Oh, damn, look. Isn't that typical? Do you want to be a gent, Ken, and go get us a refill?
I can do.
Bring the bottle. Angie. Oh, Freeman. Oh, I haven't had a decent snog for weeks, have you?
What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd come up for my congratulations.
Right, yeah, your dad said you had a home visit due.
Yeah, well, forgive me if I haven't bought you a card or anything for your bottom drawer, but I didn't know until about 10 minutes ago.
Sorry.
So where is he then? The laughing policeman?
He's called Alan and he's going to be late. He's been held up at work.
He's got his priorities right then. So when's the big day?
We're not that organised. How's Andy?
He's fine. Well, you see more than I do. I mean, why shouldn't he be fine?
Oh, I'm just asking, that's all. He's been hitting the bottle a bit since all that business with your mum. So.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, you just try being late for the wedding.
I'm afraid there is no proof that Mr. Brennan was anywhere near the factory on the night of the fire.
I don't believe this.
There is no evidence that he was dozing in front of the telly at home like he said he was either. But I can't charge him on the strength of a telephone message in a letter he sent several months previously.
He told me he did it.
That isn't evidence, Mr. Baldwin.
I'll testify in court.
And he'll deny it. Your word against his. That's a waste of everybody's time.
Why is it I get the impression you don't want to believe he did it?
Have I said that?
No. You've no need to.
Certainly there was a grudge. A big one. He doesn't deny that. But it seems to me there's a lot of people around here who have grudges against you, Mr. Baldwin.
Not like him.
It's hardly compelling evidence. And another thing that bothers me, if he had done it, he'd have been doing you a favour. And that's not very likely, is it?
A favour?
This contract that you lost with a Canadian company. You had to lay people off. You were having trouble staying afloat. And Mr. Brennan knew that. If he did set fire to your place, You'd have to be very stupid not to realise that chances were he'd be helping you out of a tight corner.
He is stupid.
Mike, don't.
In fact, it points the finger back at you, doesn't it?
Fiona, there's no paper in the loo.
Right, we're off. It's been great time.
It's only 11.
Well, Gary gets really worried if you leave the dog on its own too long, don't you?
Oh, yeah, dog, worried. Might put back after. I mean, later.
You all right, Andy?
Oh, it's you.
How's your mother?
I don't know. Get lost. Just ask her. Just ask her. Like butter wouldn't melt with your backside.
All right, let's not get into this.
Get into this. I want to fail all my exams, you know.
I beg your pardon?
Because of you.
Because of me?
Yeah.
Andy, are you all right?
I don't suppose it occurred to you, did it? Fiona, I'm fine, thanks. I don't suppose it occurred to you, did it, eh? When you were messing my mum around and using her. It'd all end up with me getting a gun pointed up me, did it, eh? Yeah, like you.
You drunk too much.
Never enough, though, mate. Eh?
Right, are you?
Never enough.
I've got some of them curly
Sorry.
Right, that's it. I think it's about time you went home.
Is that right? Look, get
Alan, let go.
Right, you, come on, home now. Hey!
Just let go of him, for God's sake.
What's going on? Hey,
Let go.
come on, let go of him. He's paralytic. He's not going to hurt anyone, is he?
Why do you have to start anything? Why couldn't you just leave him alone? I saw you. I was watching.
What are you doing?
Who's the bloke with Andy?
Oh, that was Steve McDonald.
Get bums.
Oh, give me a second, mate. Can't
Hey,
believe
go up, I'll be up in a minute. Is he all right?
I'd just like to wish you luck, if that's the Neanderthal you're going to be spending the rest of your life with. Come here. Because if that's anything to go by, you'll need it.